Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of Eye of the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful Rabbit Hole, King Dia, Lauren Frey, and the upcoming Mouth of the Dragon. Recently, I've been talking a lot about e-celebs and my opinions on them. I traditionally have kind of felt that maybe talking about e-celebs is kind of beneath me. I am an author. I just want to sell books. That's really all I want to do. But I think when it comes to stuff like the Ethan Ralph situation, I think when it comes to general happenings in the sphere, in the online sphere, things I'm aware of, like controversies and stuff like that, I really have to start involving myself more, because I fully feel that the Ethan Ralph situation should never have happened. Not in the sense of Ralph should have done things differently, really work to lose the weight and get off the alcohol and just start living a good life and start get a job and really improve his living situation. I think the Killstream audience shouldn't have existed to begin with. I think Medicare should never have given Ethan Ralph the audience that he's been grifting off of for years in order to make himself an e-celeb, to make himself popular, to make himself sort of a small figure online. That's prevented him from having to find a job for the past several years. I think people should have been way more honest with themselves what Ethan Ralph was from the get-go. And the people who are really going after him now, people like Mundane Matt, people like Nick Rekieta, people like Mr. Medicare, Gator Flamengo, especially the fucking Gator. Gator is a piece of shit. All of these people, I would say all of them, actually, literally all of them, defended Ethan Ralph at some point in time. They refused to talk about it. They refused to acknowledge it because he was on their side. They didn't want to talk about his... They didn't want to talk about what he was doing behind the scenes, the shady stuff he was involved with, his how terrible of a person he was, because he was helping further their own e-celeb careers, right? That's what it comes down to. That's why Nick Rekieta went to such lengths to Gunt Guard, why Medicare never... The real reason why Medicare never talked about him, why Gator didn't turn on him until the very last second. They were all relying on Ralph to keep them relevant, to keep the donations flowing in, and to keep people interested in their content, even when they weren't actively uploading anything. I would say a big reason Medicare stayed relevant from 2018 onward was because Ralph was hosting the Killstream every night, and he was able to just Jim wants on, it just became a meme, right? With that audience, I feel as if Ethan Ralph was always like this. He was always scum. He was never worth supporting. He was never going to do anything with his life or with his show. And I find it really, really disgusting how so many people enabled him throughout the past couple of years. That's kind of my feelings on it. Ralph is what he is. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't really want to talk about him, really. I don't want to discuss him at length. But people associated with him prop them up to the point where he legitimately thinks he's a high roller. He's a superstar. He's a big name e-celeb, the biggest in this sector. This obvious nonsense. This nonsense that's obviously not true. I don't understand how he maintained his audience for so long. A guy that I hated back in the Gamergate days managed to build up an e-celeb career just by being the loudest, angriest asshole in the room. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. And now, seeing people like that, seeing people like Medicare and Mundane Matt kind of disavowing Gamergate because they can no longer grift from it, it's pathetic. It is downright pathetic. Ralph needs to get a job. Medicare needs to get a job. Mundane Matt needs to get a job. These are all terrible people, and I want more people to acknowledge that.